What is up, guys? I am Brett Varg here, bringing you some actual Gears of War 4 beta gameplay. This is my fourth game of playing. Um, when I first started out, actually, wouldn't even dare put those up. They were 1 and 8, two games 1 and 8, 2 and 7, because the game is just so much different than Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Gears 4 is they're bringing back the franchise. Essentially, it's 25-ish years after Gears 3, the end of it, because in the Tomorrow trailer, they show Dom and his son, and then they show not Dom, Marcus and his son, and they show him as an adult, and he's fighting these are the new locusts. They're called the Swarm, and they have soldiers, skinned soldiers, if I was going to describe them. But, no, I just came here to show gameplay to people who don't want to see it, who don't have an Xbox One, and or people who don't have Ultimate Edition, because the beta will release in about a week to everybody on Xbox to try out. It's only a 2-week beta, which is kind of short, but 1 week is spent exclusive to people who had Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and they played before April 11th. But that's fine, you know. This is the new weapon I'm using. It's called the Drop Shot. I really didn't understand how to use it right there, and I'm kind of trying to figure it out, so I kind of killed myself with it. But essentially, you hold down the button, and it shoots that little orb out and drops it and blows someone up. It switches spawns with the boom shot, just like the sniper and torque bow switch spawns every round. But the beta introduces 2 game modes or 3 game modes. One of them is called Co-op TDM, which is I haven't played it, but how I've read the description, it's horde mode, and you're trying to survive, or it's Nazi zombies. It's just it's just stereotypical horde mode. Then there's TDM, which is your standard. In Gears of War, it's 5v5, and you get 15 respawns per round. It's round based, so you have to win 2 of the best 2 out of 3. But then they also introduced this thing called, I actually like this game mode. The next one I'm going to mention is called TDM, Dodgeball TDM, where each team starts out with 5 people. There's no respawns. But the only way to bring someone, you can still revive people if they're dead by getting a kill. So if I kill somebody, and there's someone dead on my team, they come back. And essentially the rounds can be, infinite based off this, because it depends on who can kill the other team. And it's a really cool game mode. I enjoy it. It definitely has its moments where it's super crazy and super intense. At one point it was me versus 5, and I actually managed to get back 2 people on my team, and we came back and swung the game in our favor and won it, which was amazing. But Gears of War 4 plays very similar to Gears 3. I mean, it's the same. It's not the engine, but it's the same play style, movement style. It's very fast. If you're looking at the gameplay, some of this gameplay looks like it's been sped up. It's not. It's completely normal speed, the running and the jump, or not jumping, they don't jump, sliding. That's all normal speed. So, in comparison to Gears 1 or 2, it's half the speed. It's 2 times those games, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. And also, it's also back to Gears 3, where the shotgun does a ton of damage, and the Lancer does a ton of damage. The Lancer, in Gears 1, would take a whole clip to down them, and then another, 2 rounds to kill them. While in this one, it can take, you can do it in half a clip to down someone. So it's got a lot more, everything has a lot more damage. The shotgun has tons of damage. And, we'll see how it goes with it. I don't know what they're going to do to change anything in the game so far. I'm really, I like it. It's just the combat's weird to me, because I've been playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is slow. But I'm getting more and more used to it. I've been playing with friends who have it, and I hope more and more play it. There are a few additions to the game that I don't like. The torque bow right here, it takes a while to zoom in, and because it expands a shot. And I don't, at first, the original torque bow was, if you didn't have it fully cocked, it wouldn't stick, and it would also arc. The line would actually shoot down like a limp dick. But this one is just straight perfectly, so kind of it's messing with me a little bit. I'm oh, okay, I guess you don't have to pull it all the way back for it to stick. And I'm really unsure about it still. This game brings back executions, like, you know, like using the shotgun like a baseball club and knocking their brain out, or beating them to death with punches. However, you'll never see any because everyone dies. Either you get bodied or you just you don't die. Like, everyone just dies instantly. I don't really ever see people go down. And I mean, they go down, but not enough to where you want to execute them. Like right here, oh, that's a good down, but you know, shoot them and move along. So you're not going to see many executions, which I guess is fine. I don't know. The beta does have its glitches though, which you'll see at the very end of this video. I'll talk about that, but like, it definitely does have its clunkiness to it, as it is a beta. At one point, I was playing with some friends, and it just cut off. Like, my beta crashed, and then I tried to load it back up later on in the day after I went to class, and the beta wouldn't load sound, so it would load, and there was no sound. It would load, there was no sound. And I kept closing it and opening it again, and it just would not load. So it's definitely clunky still, which is fine, but I think it's going to be, you know, they're going to get all this stuff resolved, as this is just a beta, like I've said before. But if they don't, it's going to be really bad. It's going to go down in Judgment style of being a crashy, terrible game. If you play the beta before the end of it and you get to level 20, you unlock a special Gears 1, or it's called Original Gears skins for your Lancer and your Gnasher, while also unlocking an original, I think it's called the original cat costume or something like that, which is this. I think it's this girl right here, and to use while you actually have the full game. This game brings back loadouts like Gears 3 had, where every round you could hit A, and we'll see it right here. Or they won, but you hit A and you can switch between, do you want to carry a Hammer Burst and a Lancer, maybe a Lancer and a Gnasher, maybe a Hammer Burst and a Gnasher, whatever you could do. And it's, you know, that's fine. There's no Retro Lancer, so we won't see the knife stabs. But there is the Hammer Burst is back again, which has always been in, but this one is 3-round burst instead of the 1 round, so you're gonna go back to that. I still think the Lancer is the best because it gives the most coverage of close up and far away. But here's what I mean by glitchy gears. This is what I call invisible gears, as in I'm invisible and so is all the stuff around me unless I get super close to it. I mean, I can't even see anything. As you can see, I just see background in like very few feet. And I'm the only one who sees this because everyone else was killing me so easily. I only kept it to play this to even get the footage of it because I thought it was just insane how like weird it looked, because I'm sitting here running. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this guy. Okay, well, I almost got a kill there. I would have been impressed, but I can't do much. Like, see, I thought, okay, maybe I could go that way. Maybe not. I don't even know what map I'm on. And I've played all the maps enough to actually get around them, you know, somewhat. But this one I just couldn't do. It was ridiculous. Like, you can't see anything. And there's actually at one point, it'll be coming up here, where I just start shooting at shadows, because that's where I know the enemy is. And it didn't work, but it was close. Like, see, I'm like, okay, maybe there. Is this a spot? And you just have to keep playing the guessing game, which I just relaunched the beta, which fixed it. But I actually got thrown back into this game before I tried to relaunch it, which, you know, it was kind of annoying to have to do twice. But you can actually watch like footsteps. Like, I see them coming around the corner because I can see the dust in their feet. And I'm sitting there like checking my TACCOM to like try to find who's where. And then, oh, here's some shadows and shooting at stuff. And it's, see, like right there, 2 shadows. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna hit these guys. Nope, got killed. But as we're coming to the end of the video, I just wanted you guys to see some gameplay of this. You know, maybe see if you want to pick it up when it comes out. If you don't have an Xbox One, this is the time to get it. And, you know, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hopefully make a new Pokemon Leaf Green Let's Play episode soon. But yeah, anytime, guys. Thanks for watching.